Welcome back, boys and girls. So as you can see, this morning we're on the Pike, not on the bike. So I've got to try and set up fairly quickly this morning because the weather's going to take a bit of a turn. The rain's coming in about 11 AM. It's currently about 8 AM. Didn't quite get the early start I like, and we're into mid-February now, so the daylight hours are changing here in the UK now to the point where to get here for before first light, you've got to be leaving home 5 AM, and I'm not that dedicated, if I'm honest. Supposed to be fun, and that's no fun. So yeah, stick with us, and hopefully get something on the bank. That wasn't bad. Fairly quick setup, about 20 minutes if that. Yeah, so got the left hand rod is on a critically balanced sardine with a balsa stick, just to give it that critical balance, keep it off the bottom. Ledger stem as usual, keep it out the silt, and that is actually just out in open water at the minute because I saw a bit of fish movement, just bait fish movement, so I've cast to that for a half hour. And then the right hand rod is in a similar spot, just slightly to the right. Capitalise on that fish movement, and that is on a same setup but with a roach, small roach, maybe 4 inches. So yeah, I shall set to now and try and sort the peg out, because we're using this area here and the peg, get the bivvy up, which I shall do before the weather gets a nasty turn. Yeah, there we go, bivvy up, happy days, ready for the weather coming, if it comes. Don't feel too bad at the minute. I'm going to cast along this reed line in on the next cast, probably another 15-20 minutes I'll give it. Nothing on these two, no knocks or anything yet. Right, going for a recast. I'm going to shove it down this reed line down here. We had nothing on that. It's quite snaggy on this this peg actually, so you gotta whip the bait up off the bottom pretty quick. Just check it, make sure we're intact. Yeah, spot on. Oh, I'm in the tree. No, I'm not. Oh dear. I think just a underarm lob down there. There she goes. Yeah, I reckon that's a good spot actually. Shallower there, because I think that in the summer that reed line I'm talking about is it gets pretty dense, grows quite away from the bank. It's fairly well back at the minute, died back. Although we should start seeing some green shoots soon. Mild today, temperature. It's about 9 degrees this morning, which for February is a little bit out of character, unseasonal. As I said, the rain's coming. Get a bit of a pour down this afternoon. Going to go for another recast, I think, on the left-hand rod. So that's the smelt. We'll check the smelt, make sure it's in good condition. What I want to try and do, I'm going to try and get it a little bit further, tuck it round them trees there. I can't get too close to the trees because there's a lot of fallen branches, and it's way too snaggy. So, you know, if I do catch a pike, then there's no chance it's just going to get caught up. So yeah, let's go and move it. turn the alarm off. Although most of the other anglers have gone now. In fact, there's none down this end of the pond. There was 4 others on this pond when I first got here, and now they've all gone. There we go, up off the bottom. And then I've got overhanging trees here above my head, so I can't get a decent cast to get it right round there where I want it. So I'm just going to move over to the right of the peg. There's a clearing, and then I can get it round to the left side there. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Wow, that's fairly deep there. If there's any carp down there, pike down there, hopefully we can entice them. Slack that clutch off a little bit. It's just a bit tight, that. There we go. Sorry, it's not the clutch, it's these are bait runners. Although I'm fishing with bail arm open. I'll show you that in a second, actually. Bail arm open, down to the drop back indicator, then through to the alarm, which is now on. Yeah, so here's the actual rod and reel setup that I have. It's these Shimano DL6000 RB bait runner reels. I've had these for several years. I bought these for carp fishing, and I just like them. They just work well. To just do what they're not expensive. They're just sort of average price, I would guess. Yeah, so we've got the bait runner activated, which, as you can see, that's very mild setting on this first wheel here, and then the back one is the drag. So once you disengage the bait runner, then we're back on the drag, or if you start reeling in, it automatically disengages. And then bail arm open for the pike fishing, down to the drop off indicator, and then up to the alarm, through the alarm. In my case, these are Delkims. Again, nothing flash. These are pretty old Delkims, but they do what I need them to do, so I'm quite happy with them. Yeah, so that's the same setup on both rods. That's always what I tend to do, unless I'm float fishing, which is quite rare for me. I don't do a great deal of float fishing. I tend to prefer, at the business end, to have a ledger stem, which is only, I think, this last season I picked them up, and I just like them. Just keeps it out of the silt bed and any low-lying weed. I mean, in the winter time you don't get a lot of weed, but it's just there, isn't it, you know. So yeah, that's what I tend to do with them, and then it just keeps everything up out of the silt. And I'm preferring the balsa sticks to the pop-up balls. I like to bury the balsa stick into the dead bait. Right, another half hour's passed, so what I'm going to do now, if you can see us anyway, I'm going to add some oil. This is lamprey oil. I've already loaded up some into the syringe, so I'm going to put that in that roach, because roach are not smelly. They're not that pungent, so I'm going to give it that extra attractant. See if that can help things along a little bit. There's the bait, still nice intact. We'll just put some of this oil in it. Oop. And you don't stab yourself with these things, they're pretty sharp. Right, put that back a similar spot. Hopefully we'll do some good. Yeah, that's got that nicely recast. Again, in front of that reed bed. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get something. Really could do with something because I'm running out of time. The season's coming. Well, we're in the last sort of what we're now mid-February, so we've got about another 6 weeks, and I'm pretty busy over the next few weekends. So I'm doubtful I'm going to get out. Maybe one more session. Fingers crossed I get another session, but hopefully we don't need it. Hopefully we get plenty today. There's plenty of time yet. It's still only about 10:30. Right, so I'm having some things going on here. Oh yeah, fish on, I think. Oh no, don't think so, unless it's swimming towards me. No fish. Darn it. Let's have a look at the bait. Not a mark on it. Definitely was a fish though. Definitely took it. So I think what I'll do now, I'll bang it back. You never know. Might be bite time. Yep, there we go. That's back to where it was, more or less. And we'll have to just wait, won't we? Maybe they're coming on the feed. Turn that off a minute, sorry. Yeah, it's what time we're on now? It's about 12 o'clock, I think. Oh well, that was unfortunate. Battery ran out on the GoPro as well towards the end of that little bit of action. Anyways, as you can probably see, it's starting to rain now. It's not got fast yet, but it's coming. But I've just got to wait for that. That was, so I had a swap around on the rods off camera, and so the left-hand rod, the one that just got a take on it, that's a roach. Swapped the roach side, just swapped them over. I don't know why not, give it a try. And sure enough, that was only 10 minutes since I swapped him, so I must have landed it near to a pike. Anyway, so it didn't take it properly, dropped it before I hooked into it. So yeah, we'll stuck it. Some local yobbos. So yeah, stuck it back out there, and hopefully we'll get it to come for another feed. Come back to you. Right, I think we might have some on this one. Has it come off? There's another one come off. Can't believe it. How annoying. Oops, sorry about the alarm. Never mind. Right, I guess we'll wait again. I was just going to check the other rod because I did get a little knock on that, but it hasn't taken any line. So I think the sensitivity on the alarm's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit high. That, just turn that down. Rain doesn't normally affect these. They're old Delkim EVs, which I'm looking to replace at the minute. I'm looking for some with a receiver, which I used to have for carp fishing, and then I got rid of those and ended up with these just for my pike fishing. But actually, a receiver would be handy. Yeah, I'm sat there in the rain in the bivvy, and you don't always hear it. It's a good job I can see the bobbins, the drop back indicators, because you can easily miss a bite. You've got to be on it with a pike. The last thing you want is it deep hooking. Nobody wants that. So anyway, I'm rambling on again in the rain, getting wet, but it's all right. It's a bit of fun. See you in a minute. Yeah, the weather is as promised. Hang on, there you go. The weather is as promised, pretty bad. So it's cracking on now. It's about 3 in the afternoon. So I've got to get going soon. So I'm going to start packing up. So unfortunately, we had them 2 missed or false pickups. Now they weren't false. They were both had fish attached to the end, but not for long. I guess that's pike fishing for you. So the session ended up as a blank, unfortunately. I'm going to get cleared up and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, subscribing. Please comment. I think my last fishing video, got like 70 views or something, and that wasn't even a blank like this one, so I'll probably get about 4 views. But anyway, I don't really care. I enjoy doing it. I don't understand why I'm not getting the views, why I'm not getting the subscribers and comments, but such is life. It's all a bit of fun. So yeah, thanks again, guys. See you next time.